Alright, boys. We're here. Case 2. Deadly time. There's a lot of stuff to investigate here. I don't know where to start, but I guess we'll start with something basic. Can we start with his body? Make the most sense. It's the large water tank from the escape trick. This glass is broken. It's in bad shape.
Come on, man.
You guys really need to break the glass? Everything's soaked now. What else were we gonna do, you fucking moron?
But
If we left Ryoma's body there, we wouldn't have been able to investigate.
that's right.
Guess it would have taken way too long to empty the tank with just a bucket.
Okay.
There's a lot of cleanup, but at least we can investigate the tank now. Might be a clue around here. I should take a closer
Got it.
look. Yeah, you're right. Because we broke the glass, there isn't much of anything left, but I should investigate the area thoroughly. There's bound to be something. Well, let's start with his body. Start with his belongings first. Ryoma's belongings are all gathered here. His clothes, his monopad, the key to his room.
Ah.
That's it. If we use this key, we can investigate Ryoma's room. Yep, smart man.
Hmm?
What's in his room? Well, we don't know.
Remember.
Oh, the motive video. Never mind. We should find out whose video he had.
Oh.
I think Ryoma was killed because of that video.
No.
I don't think that's it, but though he might have had my video. How do you know? What? If that were the case, I might be a suspect. Well, no point thinking about that now. So we're just not gonna take his key. Alright. Looks like he got cracked up top of the skull, bro. Look at that. Ah. His body's nothing more than a skeleton now. Not even a shadow of what he was. What the heck is this? Is this really Ryoma? I didn't see the moment it happened, so I can't believe it.
Okay.
I'm certain of it.
Remember.
Everyone watching the show witnessed it. He saw Ryoma became nothing but bones.
Damn.
Can't believe he died in such a gruesome way.
Well.
Water filled with blood so fast. We didn't see the whole thing, thankfully. The skeleton is unmistakably Ryoma's.
Jeez.
I know he wanted to die, but he didn't have to go and actually do it.
No.
I don't think that's right, Kaido. Ryoma wasn't trying to die. He said as much. Yeah, he changed. He was jealous of us who wanted to live.
Huh?
You mean he was jealous? Positive that Ryoma wanted to join us. That's why he needed a reason to live. Maybe that's why he wanted his own motive video. Hold up. So that he could have the same feelings we do, so that he could have the reason to keep going. Fight alongside us. Then he was a real idiot. Who cares if you don't have a reason to live? Can't your reason for living be something simple like good food? Or your friends?
Damn.
That idiot. Alright, bro, you talk too much. Guess I didn't get anything from there. Obviously the handcuffs. Why are there handcuffs here? Still locked and there's small scratches on them. Cuffs are stainless steel, so not too hard to scratch. Must have been scraping against something hard or sharp. What's hard or sharp around the school? Not too sure.
Huh?
Those handcuffs, were they in the tank? I've never seen handcuffs in the warehouse. Where'd they come from? Miyu could have made them. His first thought. Maybe they're in Maki's room. We've never been there. Maybe someone got access to Shuichi's place. That could also be a thing. Where did they come from? If they weren't in the warehouse, another place that might have handcuffs is... Could it be? He's a prisoner. Yeah, that's true. He is a prisoner. So you're saying his own place had handcuffs? His lab wasn't just for the ultimate tennis pro, but also for the ultimate prisoner. What? That's... Perhaps some element of that lab was in his lab. How do we know he's the ultimate prisoner? That's a load of shit. Alright, whatever you say. There's a square pane of glass at the bottom of the water tank. Doesn't look like a broken piece. Other fragments are far more random than this. It's nearly impossible for a broken water tank to produce such a perfect square of glass. Maybe that's how the trick happened. What exactly is this pane? Can you not like lift it, maybe? Oh, it's probably just... No, because those are like latches. They're like a trap door in a sense. I'll talk to you, Kurumi, don't worry. Fragments of the broken glass water tank have been piled up. There are so many tiny pieces. Gon Tentenko certainly didn't hold back when they threw Kibo at the glass. Is there anything suspicious about this curtain?
Hey!
It's been bothering me. What was that curtain for?
That's...
It's in order to hide the water tank. When Himiko was performing her escape, this was closed to prevent us from seeing.
Ah.
That's what it is. Then is it some kind of clue? I don't think so. Oh, nothing suspicious, he says. Okay. It's a bucket full of piranhas. Gonto said that he picked up all the piranhas and put them here. Can't believe Gonto would do that with his bare hands. Wait, yes I can. I think that Ryoma's inside their stomachs. I don't even feel like eating them. How'd you even consider eating them in the first place? Only the strong can survive in this world that the Two Eyes created.
Amen.
The least we can do is pray for Ryoma's soul, so that he may enter Atua's kingdom.
Come on, man.
You really go there looking like this?
But...
Those piranhas sure were a miraculous mystery. Maybe Atua was behind those videos too.
Huh?
What are you talking about? Oh yeah, where did they get piranhas from? Oh wait, no, they got it from her room. Never mind. Or her lab. I noticed it right as the show started.
What a surprise!
I feel like there are more piranhas today than yesterday when we were preparing. Oh,
No.
more piranhas.
Huh?
Did they multiply overnight? There's no way they could reproduce that fast.
But...
Compared to yesterday, the piranhas looked super crammed into that tank. They looked more crammed together.
Dear.
The water was too murky, so I couldn't tell how many more piranhas there were.
Oh my!
But anyway, it was super crammed.
What a surprise!
Super crammed. We get it. More piranhas than yesterday, there might be something like that. Yeah, so someone messed with it after they set it up, maybe? Right, that's all I wanted to see. The only reason they do that is just so that the fish could eat the whole body. So maybe there's something on his body that would give a hint as to how he was killed. Maybe like a... Well, it said there's no blunt force trauma though. So maybe he was like stabbed or something. Well, that just makes sense. I don't know. Oops.
Like I thought.
I don't even want to talk to her. If Himiko doesn't tell us how the trick works, we won't know how Ryoma was killed, right? The way she is, how do we convince her?
Could it be?
Well, what if Ryoma was a former apprentice of Himiko's master and vowed revenge on her? What? He murdered a lookalike of himself in order to sabotage her show. You are crazy.
Yeah.
Or something like that. It's happened before, probably. Nah, I'm not feeling that, girl. Let's go to the stage. Just investigate the stage. I'm sure there's a clue there. There's a curtain covering it, but I believe there's a window on the other side.
What's the matter?
Want to check that window out?
Okay.
Yeah, but
Ah.
it's too hard to reach, huh? Yeah, it is pretty high, even higher than the piranha tank. Higher than the piranha tank.
Yeah.
That's right, there's a ladder next to the stage. I'll go get it. Shadow quickly headed off to the stage. He returned carrying the ladder that was set up beside the stage over his shoulder.
Hey, so...
But, you know, shouldn't the sidekick be the one bringing the ladder? Damn. You ain't even doing shit, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, I suppose so. Thanks. For setting up the ladder, I climbed up the rungs. Not this again, but more ladders.
You can just barely reach the window with this. And if you open the curtain... Oh, the window is open.
But I called the window being something. I actually called that.
If the window's open, does that mean the culprit used it?
Or it may have gone in and out this window. Yeah.
So what's on the other side of the window?
I can't see much. But I think it's the pool.
What if Ryoma's body dropped in with the piranhas? Like, they killed him on the pool side by drowning him, which would have had to happen before night. Oh my god, there's a small window of time for that to have happened, but it makes sense. So Shuichi and Ryoma were hanging out after my first free time, right? So sometime during the middle of the day. And that's the last time anyone saw Ryoma, right? Because he didn't show up to the insect meet and greet. He wasn't setting up the stage. So logically, it makes sense that he got killed by the pool area. They had to hide his body somewhere, though. Until they set up the stage. So maybe one of the people helping set up the stage did it, because then they would know when the thing would be done. Okay, that's my theory for now. And then they put his body in the piranha tanks with extra piranhas covering it, so like no one could. No, that couldn't be it. That would make sense because he would have already been eaten in the main tank at the top. And when they opened the curtain, they wouldn't have seen his whole body. I don't know. I can't see much, but I think it's the pool.
A pool, huh? I heard we had one here somewhere.
Maybe his body was like under the glass hatch or something.
All right, let's check it out later. The culprit probably went through there.
Oh, wait. What is this?
What's up?
Nothing. It just looks like marks on the window frame.
Oh shit. Handcuff marks. So they got scratched on the window frame. This might be related to the case, I should remember it. So what, did they throw him over it or something? And then he got caught, maybe? No idea. Climb down from the ladder to the stage.
Hey!
Done investigating the window, then I'll go put the ladder back.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great, thanks, Kaido.
Jeez.
Should the sidekick be doing this? Complain, but he still put the ladder back for me. Like the sidekick that he is. The beta male. Check the tank out. When I stood on stage and looked up, the piranha tank was directly overhead. It was set up so the bottom would open when the timer had reached 0. The bottom is open now and the tank is empty. It doesn't look as though it has a lid. I can see the ceiling straight through. Only the front side is glass, other sides are made of wood. So the piranha tank had no lid and only front was made of glass.
Hey, so...
Yeah, the tank was from Himiko's lab.
Ah,
Hey, Kaido, you helped carry supplies for the show, right?
got it.
Yeah, me, Kibo, Himiko, and Angie. There's a lot of work. Is this adding up? Did they set up yesterday and weren't we at the insect meet and greet? That ended at like 12. I'm confused. I just helped carry it. I wonder how they hung it from there.
You know...
This heavy tank full of water and piranhas, it couldn't have been easy to lift.
That is.
Seems this is where the lighting batten for the gym is attached.
ah,
True.
It seems as if.
Control panel on the side of the stage allows you to raise and lower the batten. Seems they lowered the batten, attached the piranha tank, then raised it again. Never knew lighting battens were sturdy enough to lift a tank like that.
That is correct.
It was built to lift heavy object. It is probably quite sturdy. Okay. I investigated everything I wanted to on the stage. You're done here? Let's go.
okay.
Alright. I'll talk to Kermie real quick. Just see what's up.
Hey,
You're helping set up the show, right, Kermie? Did you hear anything about the trick?
I do not agree.
Nope, not a word. Furthermore, my help consisted of sewing the banner and the curtains. So I do not know any details about the trick.
well,
Alright. So that's all I wanted to check on the stage. Nothing of the timer. So the time that was counting down the escape trick. I didn't realize it was also the timer to reveal Ryoma's body. Got that light panel.
Huh?
What is this?
That is.
It's a control panel for the stage lights. It allows you to raise and lower the bend. You see. Nothing else? Alright. You're not going to try raising and lowering it. Do I have to investigate the one window?
Hey!
Oh, we just saw it, but the window was open, right?
Yeah.
And the pool's on the other side, isn't it? Let's go check it out later. The culprit must have gone in and out of the gym from there. And in addition to that, window for his distinct abrasions, perhaps scratched or something. But how would they have gone in and out from there? I can understand how they would have gone one way, but this ladder should have had to be on the stage for them to do that. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Doesn't look like there's anything else to investigate. However, I do need to talk to everyone still. Check the ladder out, see if there's something. There's a ladder here. I wonder if it was used to set up the ship. Y'all see this little dark square right here on the wall? Looks kind of weird. I guess it's not the only dark square on the wall, so maybe I'm tripping.
How can this be?
Gunta could have saved him. No, Gunta should have saved him.
What happened?
Gunta was wrong. When piranhas attacked Ryoma, if Gunta had dived into tank, then Gunta could help Ryoma, but Gunta was scared, too scared to do it.
Gonta, idiot!
Gunta real sorry.
Come on, man.
Man shouldn't apologize so easily. Even if you had jumped in, they would have seen you too.
That's true.
And from what I read in the Monokuma file, you can have saved him anyway, Gunta.
Huh?
Really? Does it say that in Monokuma file?
You know,
Have you read the Monokuma file yet?
Gonta not smart.
Gunta not smart enough to be helped.
Dumbass.
What are you talking about? If you got time to apologize, you got time to read the file. If you think you can't help, then work till you can. That's what you can do.
You're right.
That's right, Gunta, you're a huge help. There's some information that only you know, after all.
Huh?
Information only Gunta know.
Remember,
During the show, you went up on stage. That was about 20 seconds before the piranha dropped, right? Is Gunta worry about Himiko?
could it be...
Did you see inside the tank? Did you see Himiko or Ryoma?
No.
Gunta see no one in tank. Gunta kinda surprised. So nobody was in the tank with 20 seconds left. Well, you can't do that, we're still in the middle of the show. But if Gunta no do anything, Himiko will get eaten by piranhas. Huh?
But you know,
The piranhas dropped and the curtains opened, Ryoma is still in the tank, right? Yeah, that right.
so...
Then when did Ryoma get in there? You didn't see it happen?
Oh, Gonta
Oh.
see.
Gunta don't know. Everyone see Ryoma in tank when piranhas drop in. After that,
Sorry,
Gunta should have watched tank better.
dumbass.
Like I said, a man shouldn't apologize so easily. Yeah, you're right.
You know,
This is a problem. Now I'm even more stumped. Even if Himiko disappearing was part of the Underwater Escape Act, how did Ryoma get into the tank? Was that her Himiko's trick? Positive that mystery will be an important point of this case. You can only assume that it has something to do with this piece of glass right here. Maybe when the piranhas were dropped, this piece of glass opened and Ryoma's body floated up into the tank, and the piranhas dropped and ate him alive. That's what I'm assuming happened, but I couldn't tell you.
Hey,
I'm glad Himiko made this game more difficult. Now I won't nearly get as bored.
all right.
Time to work hard to solve this mystery. Get ready, culprit, because here I come. What's up, girl?
Hey!
Flemwad, there's something I need you to tell me. It's not a very good lightweight to ask someone for something.
You know,
It's got nothing to do with the incident, but I heard Gunta captured you guys last night. What the hell was that all about? I was running around, so I got no clue what happened.
got it.
But yeah, tell me too. I was also running, so I still don't know what went on. Hey, she already mentioned, or Gonta already mentioned how she escaped. How did Miyu escape from Gonta? She's not strong enough to fight him.
Why, you?
Chop chop, you slimy shit. Well, I suppose you could say that Gonta was tricked into kidnapping us. The first ones to get captured were Kibo, Kiyo, Sumugi, Tenko, and I. Himiko and Angie were brought in later.
Huh?
From the gym, right? And if Himiko and Angie were removed, then that leaves Kurumi and Kaito as the only ones that could have been there.
Okay.
Exactly, and Kokichi left the room after around 9 p.m. So they must have been brought in about 5 minutes before that.
If I remember correctly.
They're all forced to participate in Gonta's insect meet and greet. They're freed about an hour into nighttime, so around 11.
I see.
So from 9 to 11, everyone there had an alibi. And then those people without an alibi are me, Kurumi, Maki, and Ryoma. Well, it's not Ryoma, so... Kurumi was in the gym doing the curtain things. Even Gonta said that. Maki was being weird and hanging out in her ultimate lab, basically all the time. And I don't know what happened to you. See, you learned what an alibi is thanks to the previous incident. What the fuck is this insect meet and greet bullshit?
Why?
By the way, Miyu, how were you able to get away from Gonta?
What?
Blush, blush, blush. Well, I had to use my secret woman weapon, and let's just leave it at that.
Huh?
Secret woman weapon.
Wait!
That's not gonna be what we all think it is. Just gotta pull out like a gun. Hey, what's a secret woman weapon? She trying to laugh it off.
Come on, man.
Shuichi's trying to get those secret woman weapons, if you feel me, bro. He's trying to see that. Just leave her be. Listening to her just tired you out.
You're right.
Probably right. Perhaps it's better to get the truth out of her at the class trial. I want to talk to Kaito about his alibi.
All right.
My first command of my new site.
Listen up.
Blah, blah, blah. Never mind. Yes, I can't. That's right, we need to ask Angie about the stage.
Angie!
I want to ask you some questions about the stage. Yep, I was in charge of all of the art. I even built and painted the stage.
Then?
Do you know anything about Himiko's trick? How it worked, perhaps?
Nope.
I don't know the trick. Himiko only said it was magic. See, suppose she didn't tell Angie the secret either. By the way, you asked other people to help you out with preparations, right?
Yep.
Started the prep work yesterday. Lots of people helped out. When we were moving the heavy tank and the stairs from Himiko's research lab.
Yeah.
Me and Kibo helped with that. Moving the tank and the stairs. Okay. Tank had a pulley, but because it was so huge, it was still a lot of work.
Right.
I asked Kurumi to sew the curtains because I hate sewing.
Thanks, B2A2A.
So basically, it's all thanks to Atua that the show was a success.
Ah.
It's because of all of us. It's really a success. By the way, were the piranhas your idea?
Because.
On its own, an underwater escape act is no different from a normal magic show.
So divine!
I thought it would make the show more exciting and divine if we used piranhas.
Atua has spoken.
That's what Atua told me. Sounds like this Atua wanted you to get rid of some evidence. Atua gives you that kind of advice too, does he? About the piranha tank and the timer, those were from Himiko's lab, correct?
Of course!
According to the piranha tank's manual, it's synced up with the timer. When the timer goes off, the bottom of the piranha tank will open automatically. See, that means most of the equipment came from Himiko's lab.
And then?
And right when we finished the prep work and were about to take a break, Gonta captured us, so we couldn't rehearse at all.
Jeez.
Gonta let us go. It was already nighttime, so we couldn't go back to the gym. Is the gym closed at night?
You know...
Yeah, you can't enter the gym at nighttime.
Yup.
Unless you took the window, right? So we decided to come to the gym today, before the morning announcement.
Thank you.
Miko and I were waiting for the gym to open. Oh, I was so relieved the set was intact. Someone could have snuck into the gym before those two got there.
Ah,
What's up, Shuichi? Are you worried because of this confusing incident?
but...
Don't worry, it'll be fine.
Huh?
What?
Atua has spoken.
You have nothing to worry about.
Huh?
Nothing to worry about.
No.
Nothing can escape Atua's sight, not even the culprit. Atua is truly a divine force to be reckoned with. And you're starting to sound more and more creepy. You're just getting those vibes, bro. My magic was supposed to make everyone smile.
Himiko!
Don't worry, everyone is smiling. Yikes, don't know about that. I don't think any of us can smile right now. Miko, if it's alright, are you ready to talk about your underwater escape trick? Oh, you shouldn't have called it a trick, but you need to understand how your trick works if we're going to solve this mystery.
What are you saying?
There's no trick to my underwater escape act, it was magic.
Come on, man.
You're still saying that? Don't you understand the situation we're in?
Stop it.
No matter how much you guys threaten me, my answer won't change. It was magic.
Huh?
But,
I'll protect you!
okay, your time's up. The Q&A session is now over. Unless you want to feel the full volcanic wrath of my Neo Aikido. Well, I'll have you know we did 50 push-ups once, so...
Jeez.
And this guard is more strict than the security at idol events. Although there are many unknown variables, the first thing we need to make clear is... when was Ryoma murdered? Well, in the middle of the show, on Psych, nigga. You thought? Culprit knew how Himiko's trick worked and took advantage of it to kill Ryoma.
Huh.
In other words, everyone watching the show isn't suspicious. That's wrong. It's definitely someone set up something to kill him. If he wasn't killed in the pool last night, then... well, not last night, like yesterday afternoon, then he had to have been killed underwater under the glass thing. I don't know. In other words, everyone watching the show isn't suspicious. Kaido, you didn't attend the show either, did you?
Well, that's...
No, but I'm still not suspicious. I forgot a promise, so I was just eating breakfast.
Of course.
Got it? I'm not suspicious.
Oh, dear.
I do not understand how that explanation is supposed to convince me. He does have a point. That's not a very good alibi.
Hey, degenerate male!
If Himiko says it's magic, then it's magic. Got it? I use my Neo Aikido to obliterate any degenerate male who believes anything. If we don't understand the trick, how can we possibly survive the trial?
However...
I never would have imagined such a cruel murder happening at such a fun show. Why did the culprit commit such a barbaric act? Did they wish to see us panic?
No.
I don't think that was the sole motivation. There's some other reason for it. That reason must be related to Himiko's magic show somehow.
I see.
So that means the culprit knew of Himiko's trick and made use of it, yes? If that's true, did Himiko tell someone? Someone who thinks this trick is actual magic? Think about it, everyone relied on Kurumi for stuff, right? So maybe Himiko asked Kurumi to help her rehearse her trick, and Kurumi learned the trick that way? They said they didn't get to rehearse it, though. Maybe she told Kurumi the trick, and then Kurumi told her how she could be successful in performing it, because she said she never cast it successfully before.
Well then...
If the show was used, we must investigate the trick as well. Kyo murmured almost to himself, then walked to the back of the stage. Is there anything to investigate backstage? Let's follow him. We should investigate the entire area anyway. Followed Kyo backstage. Oh, smart man, Kyo. Smart man. It's a pretty long rope. What was this used for? This made is roughly 65 feet in length. They could have dropped him into the water with this and then he drowned because he's being like tied with it.
Huh?
You can tell just by looking at it.
But of course.
I'm well versed in ropes. I once visited a village where their use was commonplace. What, were people being hung by the rope, or were they some kinky niggas, or what? When it was time for me to leave, the woman of the village all begged me to stay. Okay. Well, we were there. Them some kinky niggas, bro. I find that deeply disturbing, but I have to focus on this investigation. You know, what is this rope? Could it be related to the case? I'd assume. What? There's a puddle behind the staircase. This isn't a puddle from when we broke the tank. The floor around it is completely dry. Perhaps someone was here doing something?
That's true.
Changing wet clothes, perhaps.
But
how'd you get from the water tank to the space behind the staircase?
could it be?
Maybe a vital clue for understanding the underwater escape trick. So maybe they went from the pool maybe they jumped from the pool to here, and then they got their clothes wet, so they had to change. They left that puddle there. Staircase goes up to the top of the stage. Inspecting it closely, I can see that some places on the side are wet. Might have something to do with the puddle next to it. There's nothing strange about it from behind other than its large size. It's a normal tank.
I see.
All sides of the tank seem to be made by a special type of glass. See no hidden doors. Very mysterious. How, I wonder, did Himiko escape from the tank?
That's right.
Well, if we figured it out easily, it wouldn't be a magic trick.
However,
But that if we figure out the route Himiko took, we'll discover how Ryoma got in there. So you're saying the route's one and the same? Interesting. That's true, there's a high probability they used the same route. Reveal how Ryoma got into the tank. We need to reveal how Himiko managed to get out. Okay. That looks like everything. Basically, I did just about everything to do with the stage, but I still don't know how the trick was performed.
Hey, so
How long are you going to investigate here? We still gotta find the culprit. Come on, let's go.
Kaito.
Oh wait, Kaido. I believe we've investigated everything we need to for now. Well, our investigation's over now, so who's the culprit?
No.
Can't say for certain yet. There are other places I need to investigate.
come on, man.
You still don't know? I never thought detective work would be such work. First, we gotta investigate
That's
the pool, connected by the window above the stage. That needs to be looked at.
that's true.
After that, I want to go to Ryoma's room, find out which motive video he had. Then I want to investigate the Ultimate Tennis Pros lab. I deducted that the handcuffs were probably in the water tank, probably came from there. Is that everything?
Ah,
Last of all, the Ultimate Magician's lab. I want to know more about Himiko's trick. Go there, I'm sure there'll be some kind of clue. We still got a lot to do then, huh? Look, Shuichi, after all, it's going to be you doing all the heavy lifting here.
you're right.
Right?
Don't screw around.
You mean right? Are you saying I'm useless? No one has said it. Is there a right way to respond to that? Alright. Later, Kurumi. Love you, girl. It's the only way to the pool, right? There's nothing from the gym to the pool. I don't think, anyway. Oh wait, isn't that Himiko's lab right there? That's Himiko's lab, I'll just check that first, because it's right here. Yeah, might as well check this place out first. So this is Himiko's research lab. What were we gonna investigate again? Trick that Himiko used in her magic show. I need to figure out how it worked.
You know,
You say that, but what if it was real magic with no tricks or mechanisms?
That's
Well, that would be a problem. It's not just about the trick. You'd ask that guy some questions. It's a huge water tank. It looks like the one that was used in Himiko's magic show.
so
With the same tank, I guess this one was a backup. That's what Himiko told me and Kibo when we carried the tank out of here.
then
Perhaps if we investigate this tank, we can learn the secret of the trick. Maybe these two tanks are connected. Again, walking around the tank. Was looking for anything, but didn't find shit. What's this? Never mind. There's a segment on of the tank near the top that opens up. Why open up there? Oh wait, perhaps it isn't random. The segment had to open up here. What? I mean, it had to open up here. Wait, where even is that? That's like next to the lid, right? Like one of the smaller sides. What does that have to do with anything? Alright, I am officially confused. For a huge saw, it's probably used for saw for some half trick. Oh. This used for magic tricks too. I've seen it in magic shows. This has nothing to do with the case. There are several swords stabbed into a human-sized box. But if there was a person inside, they'd just come out fine. That's the trick, I think. So nothing to do with the case. Watch this bird case have something to do with the case. It's a big cage. I may fit inside. There's nothing like I was gonna say. Looks like just about everything in here. So all we learned is one small thing. And I have no idea what it means. So.
Shuichi!
Do you want to ask me something?
Okay.
Tell you anything you want to know. You are my favorite, that girl. She says that it sounds like he means the opposite. It makes me nervous.
Hey!
You actually. It's about when we were kidnapped by Goto yesterday. You snuck into our rooms to steal our motive videos, right? But is that all you were doing? You came back pretty late. Yeah.
I see.
I don't know my alibi for nighttime yesterday. That's a good question to ask. Jim is off limits during nighttime, so he was probably killed before or after. Which makes nighttime yesterday so suspicious since everyone was doing their own thing.
Hey!
What were you doing then? It'd be easier if I explained step by step what happened while I was out last night. After you regained consciousness, Shuichi Gonto brought Himiko and Imchi. That was about 5 minutes before 9. Right after that, I left Gonto's lab and headed towards the dorms. Thought I'd be back in an hour. The start of nighttime, but something happened.
Huh?
Something happened. Right when I got to the entrance hall, Kurumi spotted me. Hey, atta girl, Kurumi. That was right after I left Gonto's lab, so it was around 9 p.m. She started throwing questions at me left and right, asking if I was up to no good. She started criticizing my behavior and lecturing me on my manners and relationship. Let's go, Kurumi. Can you believe that? I mean, who does she think she is? My mom or something?
If I remember correctly...
Didn't you ask Kurumi to be your mom earlier?
That's so mean.
She just kept talking, then finally let me go at around 10 when nighttime rolled around.
Huh?
A whole hour? Atta girl, Kurumi. Only the first half hour was a lecture, then we played tag for the other half. Oh, you snake. She was starting to bore me, so I turned around to leave, and then she caught you.
Please wait.
Stop right there. Our conversation is not over yet. I don't gotta listen to you. You're not worthy of lecturing the ultimate supreme leader. Come on, Miss Maid, catch me if you can.
That is.
Is that a request? Oh,
So
she better
that
whoop your
means-
ass. Then I guess Kurumi decided to take tag super seriously. Tried my best, but in the end she caught me a little before 10.
I'm disappointed.
Then she started lecturing me again, and let me go when nighttime started.
So...
So do your alibis still hold up even when she was chasing you around?
Maybe.
We ran into each other a bunch of times, so yeah, they should hold up. From 9 until night, both Kokichi and Kurumi have alibis. After Kurumi let me go, I finally went to the dorms and collected everyone's videos. So at that point, the gyms were locked. So at 10, the gym is locked. Kokichi went to get the videos, which he did end up having on him, which means that at least took, I mean, if I had to guess, probably somewhere around 15-20 minutes. I don't think it'd take that long. By the time I returned to Gonto's lab, I was already 11. From 10 to 11, he doesn't have an alibi. Yeah, I did see something odd while Chromie was lecturing me.
Huh?
Something odd. Saw a half-naked girl wandering around the courtyard in her underwear. Angie? No. Oh shit. Was that Miu, maybe? It was too dark for me to make out who it was, but I saw her walk around for a bit. Wonder who it was. Girl in her underwear, what the hell is he talking about? I don't know if he's talking about underwear like underwear, or like underwear like swimsuit, like bikini. In which case, that makes a little more sense, because didn't we say someone changed out of their wet clothes? But he wouldn't have seen them though, like that. Never mind.
By the way,
You didn't get captured by Gonta yesterday, did you, Kaito? Where were you, and what were you doing? Good question, good question.
Okay.
I was running around the whole time. I hid in the bathrooms, bedrooms, all over the school. No alibi. Gotcha. I see. What are you doing here, Samugi? Well, I'm investigating. I know I'm plain, but it's plain to see I'm investigating.
Okay.
Is that so?
Hey, so
Did you find any clues? I was about to say, hell no. I'm still thinking about that. Yikes. I don't think you can uncover clues just by thinking about them.
No.
In fact, I still haven't found anything. Get to it. Looking around is how you find clues.
But
I think leaving that guy alone is just plain bad. Samugi gave Kokichi a meaningful glance.
hey,
I decided to plainly keep an eye on him. That way even plain old me can help out.
but you know,
Even if it's to solve this case, revealing Himiko's tricks is, well, it makes things kind of boring.
huh?
Kaito, are you the type who wants to believe in magic?
oh,
Kaito believes in Himiko's magic.
idiot.
That's not what I mean. I was just thinking that her tricks are like magic that brings smiles to people.
I see.
I guess you could think about it that way.
Yeah.
Besides, it's just like my dream to go to space. I believe I can travel across the Milky Way. I believe I will meet aliens. Flying around space with thoughts like that is the true spirit of adventure. So it's like that. Kaito, that's
you're so dumb.
the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Your idealistic dreams won't help this situation. Hey, who you calling stupid? No need to yell. Is that all? I think we've done everything in here, right? Yeah, seems like it. Alright, so I think we call it quits here, guys. It's been a long ass episode. So, anyway, it's been your boy Ramsey Crimson. You already know what it is. I'm out. Peace.